Doing an install today on a 2016 Wrangler Sahara Unlimited. Alright, so in this supplementary video we're going to be talking about aiming the headlights on a Wrangler with the Supernova V.4 headlights. This image you're looking at looks pretty dim. That's because the exposure is turned all the way down, so you can kind of see in the video where the beam pattern is concentrated. So as you can see, there's a nice line here off to the side, less so on the stock one, and the beam pattern is quite wide, which is great, much wider than the stock ones. The problem here is that the main focus of the LED currently is a little lower than the OEM. And that's a problem just simply because the Wrangler low beams don't stretch very far to begin with, so we want it to be, at least the height of the OEM beam. So we're going to adjust it. Currently we just threw them in there in the stock configuration, but now we're going to work on aiming them. So we've removed the screw that holds in the base, and you can adjust the base, and that will determine how it will end up sitting in your headlight. Also, wanted to show another FAQ for the Wrangler headlights. It's why does it look like the LEDs have their high beams and low beams swapped? Well, it's all, again, in the aiming. The flick of the high beams reveals that it's aimed incorrectly. So this is the low beam, this is the high beam. So we'll keep adjusting and make sure that we get the right beam pattern. So here's one of the beam patterns I really like. Adjusting the brightness down a little bit, you can kind of see where the primary light is focused. And you can see the main beam's intensity is a good bit stronger and a little wider and a little taller. So this means that you'll get a more intense beam that's a little farther down the road, but not too far, so you don't want to blind anyone. Brightness adjusted up a little, you can kind of see that it spreads a whole lot better than the stock lighting. And we can turn these headlights off so you can see the orientation of the headlights. So here, just looking at the headlight straight on, we can see that the LED chips are facing up and down, and this is what we want to achieve for the beam pattern we just saw. For our ideal placement of the LED bulbs, the H13 bulb has 3 notches, and this one is actually a little wider, has a little nub, I guess, right here. The other ones are just, I guess, half circles. So if you look at the larger notch, the set screw is right next to it. So if we're going to look at this as if it's a clock, so let's say this is 12 o'clock, the larger notch is at the 10 or 11 o'clock position right here. So it's right here. And here's where the set screw goes. Also, once you've gotten to this point, there are 3 ways to insert them into the headlights. Even though there's a larger notch in the LED bulb, you can place them in all 3 directions, regardless of where the larger notch is. So after you've gotten it to this position, insert them, see if they look like the beam pattern that's in the video, and if not, take it out, stick it in a different orientation, and then tighten them back up again. So it should only take 3 tries. just take a look at the beam pattern and then see what matches what looks like in the video. So here's that final beam pattern with both LEDs installed. So here we are, pitch black, behind a school, testing this beam pattern, and it looks much better than factory. That extra bit of height from adjusting the beam pattern translates to a really nice beam pattern that goes down the road, is very, very wide, and performs much better than the stock one. Here's the fog lights, just for your reference. We didn't install those today, but if you were to get the fog lights, it's a perfect complement to this beam pattern. It ends right around where the low beams start. So you can check out these LEDs and more, supernovaleds.com. Hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.